Let's get ourselves a nice little Dota match between Crazy and Quincy crew, who are without a logo right now.
Does that upset you?
Yes, it does. I mean, even Flight to Moon had that Bitcoin logo, which was absolutely terrible.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay, so looks like we're gonna have a Wraith King Snapfire. So Snapfire 5, I like it. I think like Rubik and Snapfire are probably both better as 4s, but if I have to choose, I think Rubik should be played as 4. So I like what they're doing here.
Oh. Just a sec. Need to add. Where is game capture? There we go.
All right.
30 seconds to battle.
Interestingly enough, looks like they are playing very aggressive here on the safe lane of Chaos, but they're not reading the rune, so I think Yoar might be able to sneak in and get the other one if he wants to. Yeah, SPG's already there actually.
Yeah, this is always a nice little sneak. It's so hard to defend both, like so many runes at the same time as the Radiant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially when you don't have a stun as your offline. Oh, he actually might be in trouble here. Moon Meander. Ooh, he might be dead.
He body blocked from Yawar, waiting until the burning is over so that he can start right-clicking him.
Ooh, he already had retaliate, so couldn't save the Phoenix. That's problematic.
Yeah, but you know, early game kills don't really matter too much right now in the current state of Dota.
First blood always matters though. Ton of gold.
I mean, first blood does, but it's on SVG, so it's the Snapfire.
Mm-hmm. Could be worse for sure.
Yeah, if Yawar had it, you might be a little bit more scared.
In bottom we have this Spectre plus Witch Doctor. I mean, it's a decent lane. The healing it works very similar to a Warlock. He's actually starting with the healing just so the Spectre can farm.
I love the Witch Doctor plus Morphling combo, where you just like that little bit of healing is already insanely hard to deal with.
Yeah, it's amazing.
One of the worst heroes to lane up against, in my opinion, is actually a Rubik 4. Just the Fade Bolt, attack damage slow, where you start like throwing peas at creeps and hoping that they'll die.
Yeah, like beforehand, at least Quelling Blade gave him more damage and Rubik could take a level 1, but now Quelling Blade gives like what, 16? Yeah, it's 18 for melee hero, so it literally nullifies your Quelling Blade. It's so annoying.
And Spectre's not the hardest hitting. I mean, he does less damage than the Witch Doctor right now with the auto attacks.
Yeah, and he has a ton of extra stats.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, but just need a couple of levels. I'm gonna be a happy Spectre.
But the most important question, how many headdresses do we have this game?
Alright, 1, 2, 3. We have 3.
4. DG Command also has 1.
Oh really? Jesus.
4.
Okay.
Shame, the headdresses. Everyone's running the headdress.
Alright.
Really popular item at the moment. So cheap as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad they actually nerfed the stats at least, because that was like 3 stats plus of the region that you got. That was crazy.
Yeah, but they increased the region, so yeah.
I mean, but by 0.5, right? I guess 0.5 is actually really, it can be really impactful in the lane stage. Oh, Snapfire. Taking some harass here for Moon. But no, she got a kill, I guess.
Bryle is actually doing very well against Quinn in the middle lane.
Yeah, Void Spirit. Like, if you're not playing versus Husker or Viper, you crush pretty much every other lane stage. Maybe Monkey King, as you mentioned too. And
yeah, the battle of the spirits it's actually most of the time very equal between the spirits. Like Void Spirit versus Ember Spirit, Storm Spirit versus Void Spirit, Storm Spirit versus Ember Spirit. And then you've got Earth Spirit who does nothing.
Yeah. But Bryle, yeah, has a slight edge here. It's slightly ahead in experience. Could actually kill the Storm if he gets level 6. Whoever gets level 6 can kill the other one really easily.
Also, one of the more important changes that, you know, I still see some pro players by accident make that mistake. In this game, I haven't seen it, but is the 2-minute lane runes that just, they walk there and then they're like, wait, what? Oh no!
Don't do that anymore. Yeah, that's... I've been playing a lot of mid, still guilty of that mistake a couple of times. Alright, looks like they are going for that 4-minute rune though. Rubik rotating here to see if he can scout it.
Oh, regen. Oh.
Ooh,
That is
so good, actually.
That's painful for Quinn.
Yikes.
And also the bounty runes, normally, I mean, in this case, they do have an observer ward to scout it out, but they normally leave the bounty runes just there so that the mid laner can recharge his bottle easily. But top lane, CR4ZY gonna get taken out. They're very low though. SVG's gonna fall, and Yawer needs to be careful himself because Mumianda does have both of his spells available, and he's going in for the kill.
Not enough though.
But nah.
Thank you, boy.
However, he does have to wait for SVG with a nice little healing salve.
We're actually praising Bryo mid here, but now it's Quinn that has the experience advantage. So we have to keep tabs on who's gonna get level 6 first and whether he can get a kill. It's getting pretty close. But now he's jungling. And now he's going for the ban. Oh, AY?
Does he manage to get away? Quinn, Maledict. I mean, it's level 1 Maledict, so it doesn't do too much. But Aoi jukes him.
Yeah, he was waiting for the bounty rune there. So nice position by Aoi, but he had level 2 Maledict. That was a kill. But he had the regen to help the Spectre.
And Quinn is forced all the way back to base and has to spend one of his 90 gold TP scrolls. 90 gold.
I actually dislike that change so much. It felt so good to pay 50, dude.
If you interrupt someone's TP right now, you're like, oh yeah!
For sure. Oh, but now, Bryo's gonna get level 6 faster than the Storm, so gotta watch out for that. He's so close. Oh, that could be a kill. Quinn has to be careful.
Yeah, he's almost level 6. Aoi coming in. They don't have enough
level
lockdown.
6 because he's sharing experience. Oh, he does get it now.
But he's not gonna die for Quinn. He's a little bit too low on health. Oh, Bryle tries to grab the rune and makes a little bit of an oopsie. Luckily, Quinn does not have enough damage to burst through that very strong resonant pulse that hit 2 enemies.
Yeah. Also had 2 charges of Astral Step, so could waste 1 to get in. It's really deceptive because, like, if you play a lot of Void Spirit, the 700 cast range level 1 feels so hard to land. Oh, mid lane.
Oh, okay. Aoi. Oops. Aoi gets caught out. Mumianda going for a little stack, and it's solos Yawer top lane versus CR4ZY. And that Wraith King's already level 6, so he's pretty much been running a free solo lane as well.
Yeah. It's a pretty good game for him.
But not as good as MSS, who is leading that net worth chart pretty heavily up against the Spectre. I mean, Fudu, the Witch Doctor, has been running around the entire time, so he's not able to help out Skeeter in the lane. MSS, okay. You gotta be careful, he's level 6. He does have dual, and if there's +1, for instance, the Snapfire, who does a ridiculous amount of damage, they can easily kill off a Spectre.
Yeah. Looks like they are rotating here. Let's see if they can find this kill.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, they have a ward as well. This is the Witch Doctor.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they tried to engage there, but the healing from AY is actually really obnoxious.
And I'm wondering, I mean, Void Spirit's not the best jungler, whereas Storm Spirit's a very reasonable jungler. However, does need to be careful. Mumianda was guarding that regen, the haste rune top. And Quinn is very low in health. His bottle is empty. So if Bryle spots him out one time, he can easily double Astral Step him and kill him.
Yeah, they have a ward in between the towers there, so gotta be really careful.
Dire's top tower
But the top
is
lane
under
Skeeter
attack.
rotated there, going for the tier 1 top. While bottom lane, Aoi is just hoping to God that MSS doesn't spot him out.
Gonna be fine. Kaz now bottom, has level 6.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
So center Stampede save and initiate is available. But the tier 1 tower picked up top lane. 3-1, very little aggression coming in this. A lot of rotations, but very little actual engagements between the two sides.
Yeah, and I'm surprised they were able to take that tower that quickly. War did start to full-time jungle here, but I feel like this tower shouldn't fall this quickly because the laning stage was not that... Crazy didn't win top. I feel like it was a tie. So the fact that this tower fell down, we were praising the last hits on MSS, but the tower falling there is much better than 10 or even 20 extra CS on a hero.
Yeah. It is really surprising that they actually did, but it's probably because I think he rotated bottom lane to try and help out with a gank there. He's going for the Radiance as his first item. This game, they have reasonable squishy heroes on the side of Crazy.
Yeah.
And another steal. Quinn is just not getting any of these lane runes anymore. Brawl's got them all on lockdown.
Yeah, like I think the only hero that's better at contesting runes in Void Spirit is probably just Quap, because she doesn't spend a lot of mana to just like jump into another side. Void Spirit, like Storm has to spend way too much mana to move as much as Void Spirit this stage, so it's really costly for Quinn to commit.
Oh,
Speaking of him,
bottom lane, Aoi's... Yeah, okay, that's a dead little Aoi. Yaoer steals that kill away from Quinn, who prepped the entire kill. But that's a position one for you. And Kazu's just gonna dip out because he knows that that bottom tower is gone, especially with the catapult wave there as well. And if he tries to defend it, he will 100% get taken out.
exactly. Now they're pressuring this quite a bit, knowing that the Storm was showing bottom there. MSS trying to defend.
Oh, duel onto Bryle, the Phoenix Egg on the back end. There's the Mortimer's Kiss flying in. Void Spirit's gonna die. No dual victory damage, but a kill is a kill.
Alright.
That was the combo that we were talking about, the Mortimer's Kisses with the duel.
It's really powerful. And you almost have... Like, the uptime is not that good because SVG...
Center Stampede, they're going in. Quinn's trying to control Mumiana. That's a good zip, but the stun holds him off. The cookie, however, will shut down Mumiana. And Kezu, well, he did use the Stampede already, but they don't have anything left in the tank. The mana is running low on Quincy Cruz, so they're going to back off and let Yaoer continue to farm up his... I mean, the Wraith King's not going to do anything for it until he has his Radiance, and then maybe even +1 item.
Oh, nice connection there on Quinn. Oh, the dispel.
Maledict. Is it going to keep him alive? No, the Spectre Haunt from Skeeter comes out. They're going to try and catch MSS. But... Oh, he jumped towards SVG. SVG will manage to get back to the...
This is a really good location for the Spectre because they committed Stampede there to try and save a Phoenix that didn't have egg. So, like, that was really bad. Then they engaged on the Storm. He was going to live. So really good that they killed the Storm there. It's actually Spectre that got the kill, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, it was the Witch Doctor. But still, they get the tower and kill Storm. It's some breathing room for the Spectre because now she's gonna be AFK for 3 minutes pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, Skeeter went for the Necro Book build. The Eternal Envy Spectre build.
Yeah. Everyone's doing this. I mean... I like it. Sometimes I think people are overusing it a little bit too much, but they are hunting that Spectre. They do have an idea where he is.
Oh, the zip in. Quinn's a little bit too far away. Well, 50 gold.
50 gold for 3 heroes smoked, I guess.
Yeah, you know, 50 gold's 50 gold.
But yeah, it's what you can.
I think the Necro book costs the exact same amount as the Hand of Midas. Oh no, it's actually slightly 100 gold cheaper than the Hand of Midas. Well, if I'd have to choose between the two, I'd go Necro book.
Yeah, the Necro has decent mana regen. You can farm ancients with it. I think like a similar item that maybe is under purchase is Mask of Madness, because I feel like everyone nowadays goes for the Dispersion build and ignore Desolate.
Gezu is gonna get dueled. However, on the other end, Aoi with the Death Ward. Piper's gonna return it. MSS Maledict on him. Is he gonna get the TP back in time and survive? Yes, he is, because what is it? It is a level 3 Maledict. He actually took a lot less damage from the Maledict than I expected. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
He does have a Hood of Defiance. That explains.
Yeah, Hood, first item on Legion. Pretty much all of their damage is magical, so it makes a lot of sense that MSS goes for it. He's going Pipe, actually, so I'm gonna have it pretty soon.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are
And look at
fortified.
Wraith King. So close to Radiance already. Has gold for the Relic.
Yeah, that's a pretty farmed Wraith King right there.
So
But he's been skipping most of the engagements, so it's just normal Wraith King gaming. 8-2 and less than 1,000 gold net worth advantage, though.
Yeah, I mean, my problem with this game is, like, I did say that I didn't like the Storm pick this much, but if you look at the Spectre, he's going straight up Manta for his item after this Necro. I don't feel like this is an item that's gonna completely change the outcome of the game, and Spectre is playing as greedy as the Wraith King, but I don't see any impact coming anytime soon. I feel like he's gonna have to get perfect haunts. Like, he needs to kill a very important core every time he ults, or else this game might be a little bit too hard for Crazy. Like a Void Spirit 0, 1, and 1, you would expect Riot to be doing much better, creating space, buying time for Spectre, but that's not it. They're just farming on all of the cores on the Dire side.
Yeah, it's I'm a lot more scared for the Wraith King in the next 10-15 minutes than I am of the Spectre. That's for certain. Because that Wraith King in a team fight, they just don't have any real damage to kill him off twice. Like, the damage is supposed to come from the Spectre, but he's just lacking in it completely. Okay, big fight coming out. They're just gonna back off. A little bit of tickle damage, and Storm Spirit does not fall. I think he had the Maledict on him there. Is out of mana, is out of health, so he'll just regen. And another big fight where absolutely no casualties have been made.
Yeah, but look at the amount of cooldowns on the Radiant side. They used the Spectre Haunt, they used the Stampede, only the Egg being saved. And Radiant's now done. I mean, this is a smoke time, or this is a pressure objective time for Chaos. Because they know that for 2 minutes the Spectre cannot out. They know that for a minute Stampede is out. This is a real big power spike for Chaos, yeah. And there's smoke behind the storm.
Yeah, they're playing the baiting game. See if anyone wants to initiate. Guess who doesn't have... Does anyone actually have any initiation? Except for like a Void Spirit jump in from behind. Yawa comes through as that Radiance ready. The duel is there. The center is being controlled up. The Phoenix Egg, however, is a very good Phoenix Egg. They're all taking a lot of damage here on the side of Quincy crew. They will take it down because SVG with their little shredder has enough attack speed to get rid of the egg immediately. Yawa is going to lose his first life, and so far it's a 2-for-1 trade. Brile is going to be able to run away. Yeah, should be able to escape. And that looked like it was going to be a lot better for Crazy, but luckily SVG came in with the clutch save.
Radiant's middle tower.
I mean, that's what happens when you play Phoenix vs Snapfire. It's so easy for her to break the egg. It's actually ridiculous. It reminds me of when you could wind run out the Phoenix egg. Not sure if you remember those times.
The good old days, but there's so many meme things have been in Dota that luckily have been gone for a while.
Yeah, like I think it was right when Phoenix got released. It was so dumb, actually. It was a hard counter to Phoenix.
Mirrors of my delight.
Let's see, Legion Commander is going for the Blade Mill as his next item. I mean, they have a lot of dot damage, continuous dot damage, and it's always nice to have it in duel. Oh, they literally, in most of the fights, Storm Spirit has to zip in and to hold someone in place before they can get the duel going, or anything going. In that fight just there, it was a pretty nice movement though from Yawar coming in from behind with the flank. No good.
Definitely.
Yeah, it took them also very long. I mean, they dueled the Centaur. Of course, if you don't duel the Centaur, he's gonna stampede and they're gonna run away, but that Centaur just doesn't want to die anytime soon. 1840 health with a pipe. There's going to be a jump though on Moonmeander, dragging him back. Biver is just too far away to get the telekinesis lift off.
Okay. So Spectre, I mean, still quite underfarmed when you look at it. Doesn't even have half of the Manta yet, while the Wraith King, he's actually going Manta as well, huh? Interesting. Guess the Dispel is pretty good versus the Phoenix Egg. That's probably why he's going for it.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, needs to be able to continuously attack the Phoenix Egg though. Most of the time you'll just use Lil Shredder. Let Snappy destroy the enemy Phoenix Egg.
Top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I feel like once the team fight, like once you get to the late game, Snapfire's gonna have a harder time actually just into the egg because everyone is gonna be like so strong. So he's preparing for it, and I guess he can also split push a little bit with the Manta Illusions because there's no other stun he can, no other thing he can dispel on the side of Crazy. You don't spell Spectral Dagger, cannot spell Maledict, but you know, so pretty much just a greedy farming item. He knows that the Spectre's not farming too much, he's just doubling down on acquiring more net worth.
It's under attack.
I mean, it's a decent item, I'd guess. It could be better, it could be worse.
Oh,
I think,
another thing that you get is when you use your Manta with your skeletons, they're gonna have the aura of lifesteal. So your skeletons can last much more when you use the skeletons and the Manta at the same time in a lane, and you just like run away.
Oh, that's actually that's a nice plus. Never thought of the fact that he also has that Vampiric Aura. Of course, the only reason I was thinking of the Radiance was the Mancel was because of the Radiance. You just have multiple Radiances running everywhere.
Yeah, the lifesteal can be pretty good. Those little boys.
Yeah, they're... The Phoenix is actually going for the Ags, and I think that is probably the, just Ags Rush is the best possible thing you can get on the Phoenix right now. That is such like it took them forever to kill off the Centaur in the duel. They also don't have necessarily the best damage just yet until the Wraith King starts racking up some items. However, you have to be really careful that you don't accidentally scoop someone of your team up while you're next to Snapfire with Lil Shredder. You need to make sure she dies first before you do anything.
You also have to be careful to not get caught, because if you farm 4,000 gold as a support and then the Storm can just jump you and kill you every time, then, maybe just a Glimmer Cape or a 4-step could have been a better choice. So you have to be very careful with your positioning here. Even though you're a Phoenix, Storm can just hunt you anywhere.
They are playing incredibly careful. 10-3 in 22 minutes.
Yeah, that's pretty passive, honestly.
Duel immediately onto the Brile Void Spirit, gets him killed off, jumping further. Quinn catches Moonmeander, and a double kill gonna sit further, even for Kezu. Does he have the control? Dodges the hoof stomp nicely there. The Wraithfire Blast is gonna stun him up, and Kezu, he's in a lot of trouble. And the Cookie stun. There we go. Cookie Granny does the job. And a triple kill in quick succession there. Very quick catch on the side of Quincy crew.
Yeah, I'm on a Capco about Crazy's chances in this game now. Because, yeah, I mean, sure, your Spectre has a Manta, but it doesn't really change anything. It's not even like the Manta was a super necessary item this game. So I'm just curious as to how they're gonna fight ever. Like, it doesn't feel like they have this point in the game where they feel stronger than Chaos, and it's really just a question of their item choices, not of their draft, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's what is surprising me the most is that Spectre's gonna have his Diffusal Blade ready in let's say 8 minutes. And then Yawar's already level 20. So he doesn't care about the Diffusal Blade at all anymore. The Phoenix Egg gets dropped, but there SVG. Do they have the attack speed? They're trying to kill off the Phoenix Egg. Quinn jumps in. They won't get it taken out, and it explodes, stunning 4 of the... Oh my god, MSS comes running in with the overwhelming odds and annihilates them in return. Wow, that looked like it would have gone really well for Crazy, but eventually... MSS just... That was a big dick overwhelming odds.
Yeah, that is a very scary Wraith King right now. Oh, he's gonna have to Stampede. I'm not even sure he can live though. Oh.
Has the blink, but if Yawar stays close enough, okay. He's just gonna be able to blink back to safety.
I mean, that was a fight where the egg exploded against all odds, and even still, they barely traded even. So, just goes to show how this game can become really hard for Crazy. I mean, it's already really hard, actually.
Yeah, this 7k behind, the Spectre just needs so much more to be able... Like, he can't really man-fight the Wraith King, especially not with this, as we... Okay, never mind, he changed his mind. He previously marked up that he wanted to go for the Silver Edge, and at that point, yeah, the Wraith King is just... This is gonna annihilate the Spectre in a team fight.
You know, I was actually second guessing the Storm pick, but now I understand it really well, because usually Stampede is a get out of jail card for almost any game, but Storm is so mobile that he doesn't care about Stampede. He can actually, like, he's so farmed that he kills someone before the Vortex even ends, like most supports, and he can chase other heroes as well. So at the end of the day, it's a hard counter to the Stampede. Kazu cannot save his allies, and they also cannot 5 versus 5, so the game becomes this, like, stalemate that Crazy can never commit to, because they're just... I mean, as you said, this Diffusal Blade is going to be ready when the Wraith King is almost level 20. He needs about 1.5 levels to get to that point.
Yeah, it's you actually did mention it when we were discussing the draft, is the fact that they have so many mobile heroes on the side of Crazy, and the only one that is actually able to catch any of them would be the Storm Spirit. For like,
yeah.
Wraith King cannot chase down a Spectre or a Centaur or the Void Spirit or even the Phoenix, and that's why they did choose the Storm Spirit, just for that catch, which they would otherwise be lacking, and they'd be kited around the fight completely.
And we saw, like, when Crazy actually has to commit to a fight, they cannot kill that Wraith King. He was so strong. He could kill... I think he could kill everyone instead of Crazy if they committed to the fight.
Oh, Spectre Hunt, Quinn, he's gonna be controlled up. Aegis is gonna get popped, but in the meantime, on the other side, okay, they're gonna get the TP off. Will he get the zip out? Quinn is just gonna zip 1, 2, and if necessary 3, but yeah, in the meantime, you see in the middle lane, the Wraith King is just farming it up. Bottom lane is being pushed out, and the Wraith King's going for his beacon. Has a passive Hyperstone in his inventory.
Yeah, it's a lot of right-click damage, and it's the attack speed for the Phoenix Egg too. In case, I don't know, his Manta got used in the middle of the fight, he cannot dispel the Fire Spirits. They basically traded Haunt for an Aegis, so now I'm gonna have to wait and see whether Chaos is gonna be okay with it, or if they're just waiting for this level 20 on your war to try and pressure the lack of Haunt for, I guess, a minute and a half. Yeah, they're gonna get this tower.
Yeah, Wraith King pushing power, skeleton army behind him. Takes down buildings rather quickly. We see a little bit of split push coming out. Bryle is now finally done with the Agnum Scepter, which is going to be amazing against the Storm Spirit. Well, against the Dire team in general, just AoE silence.
Yeah.
Oh,
you are?
Yeah. Will he get out? But there's a duel. They get the duel victory going onto Mumienda so that they don't get the Phoenix Egg in the middle of the fight. The silence is onto MSS. Has the Maledict on him, but should be fine. Yawar's first life has been claimed, but they will not be able to claim a second, and that was a buyback on the Phoenix forced out.
I wonder whether that was necessary or not. Because now that Agnum Scepter is so much delayed, I think he was probably like 500 gold away from it, and now he is 1300 gold away. Yikes.
Yeah, I think if he did not buy back, they would not disengage on the side of
yeah, it's possible.
Quincy crew.
Sure.
And Spectre, no Haunt, so he literally, like the fights, he needs the haunt to be able to fight. He needs to create distraction.
That's my point. I feel like even if they don't disengage, you don't want to take that fight anyways. Oh, okay, they're going for the...
Oh, yeah. Ooh, duel immediately onto the Void Spirit. Do they get the zip in? Yes, Quinn onto Brawl. He's dead. Duel victory for MSS. Another one in the books. Kazu's gonna be caught out. Oh, annoying cask bounce. But yeah, or again, I mean, if you kill off the Wraith King, he has a second life in 40 seconds. He doesn't care about losing his first.
And really good choice of duel from Chaos. They know that the Aghanim Scepter just got completed, so he doesn't have buyback. And a double sun reaction there. Alright.
Mumienda 1,000 gold away from his Aghanim Scepter. Yawer. They're going to control up Kazu. Kazu is surrounded by enemies. His team is not backing him up. They can't backing him up because they had to wait for their Void Spirit to come back up. In the meantime, we do have Skeeter split pushing top. Of course, he does have the Haunt to rejoin his teammates, but without the Centaur, you know, he's going to be forced to buy back. This is going to be bottom set of Raxgon, and he's actually going to cancel his take top lane. That's kind of surprising.
Yeah, he was just like once they stop showing, it can get really dangerous because, you know, Storm +1 can probably actually just prevent his TP, just kill him. This is just such a rough game. I feel like the fact that the Spectre didn't go for Radiance or a more impactful item just made this game really hard. I'm not sure if it was the lack of kills that the Void Spirit from Briar was able to achieve, because he had a decent laning stage. He was pretty much tied with the Storm, but somehow this Void had a much harder time getting kills than the Storm on the side of Chaos, and this just made the game really hard because like they got no kills, so Spectre had to play really greedy. They were just farming one hero, whereas they could farm multiple heroes inside of Chaos.
Yeah, okay. I mean, Quincy crew.
Quincy crew. Sorry.
But yeah, Quincy crew. Yeah, they were already winning fights 4v4. Well, I mean, it was pretty much 4v4 because the Spectre was trying to farm the entire time. But they were constantly winning those fights, and then you get the Wraith King into the fights, which gets there like 10-15 minutes earlier than the Spectre, and then you're already, as you can see, 13k net worth behind because you're fighting a 4v5 against a really strong Wraith King and a good catch onto Skeeter. That is going to be his first death of the game, but a very painful one at that, because that's probably going to force a buyback, otherwise you might lose your base.
Now, what I want to see is this Phoenix Egg with buyback on Spectre. Let's see if we can get a save. If you can see the eggs being used, I'm actually okay with this game.
Then I can die in peace.
Exactly. All right.
Kazu again walks out. Bryle's trying to help out his buddy with the AoE silence. There's going to be Spectre buyback. Haunt gonna get used. They're trying to distract them during the fight. SVG is dropping dead. SVG is dead. Now you can Phoenix Egg. Quinn does still have mana to zip up. Oh, they did? Oh, they saved the center. Sorry, I missed. Oh my god, I missed the actual egg save. Whoops. My mistake, my bad.
Decent. Unfortunately, they had to buy back the Spectre for this, but and they also not gonna get a Lucky Roshan spawn. But
yeah, I know it's still not up for a minute 15, which they should have marked up right there.
Exactly. Let's see. Maybe they can get a tier 2 tower. That's something, I guess.
Yeah, they won't force out a buyback because they don't really have any pushing power behind their lineup. The only thing is, oh, he did pop the retaliate on Kazu.
Alright, but yeah, I don't think they can actually stay here because the buyback on Legion plus the Snapfire respawning is already really scary. And I mean, now, even though you finish that eggs on the Void Spirit, there's BKB on the Storm, so he doesn't care about that at all. You have BKB on the Wraith King too, so you're not affecting a ton of heroes with that silence, unfortunately.
Well, Spectre, the moment that you see that BKB being picked up on the Storm Spirit, he decided not to go for that scythe that he was building up, but instead goes for the Basher. Well, that's a good counter to the BKB from the Storm Spirit.
It's decent. It's a decent item, and he's really close to level 20. I hope he actually gets around for the experience, because he really wants that extra 500 health. There you go.
Storm Spirit's going for the Aghanim Scepter. I always love a good Aghanim Scepter on Storm. Just
Oh, with that fire, dude. It's insane.
Oh, it's gonna be glorious. Did he go for the... Okay, he did go for the 30 attack speed talent. They normally go that, but you know, Electric Vortex, what, 0.5 second cooldown? Stun duration.
Good, for sure.
3.1 seconds of stun. That's just beautiful. Just your miniature black hole.
Yeah. Alright, so Roshan's gonna spawn in a minute. Crazy, they will, I mean, they do have Haunt, so as long as they keep it, they can, I think they have to contest Roshan, or else I feel like this game is just done. But we'll see how they prepare for this. You know, they have some decent Roshan team fight. You have Phoenix Egg, Stampede, and Haunt. Even Death Ward can be really deadly in that close space of Roshan.
Is Centaur going for the Ags? Because he's missing one... Yeah, he's going for the Ags. He's almost done with the Ags.
Ooh.
That's going to be a very good pickup.
It's really good against the duo, as long as he's not the one who gets dueled. I like this.
Dual top lane. Brile Void Spirit's going to get caught out by MSS, and I just saw Quinn's mana drop from 100 to 0 in like half a second. I was like, who's he zipping?
Alright, they're gonna smoke here. CR4ZY actually smoking to the secret shop on the Dire side so he can finish his item. But Roshan's gonna respawn, so I'm not really sure about this move.
I mean, no one of the crazy lineup is there at the moment. They're grabbing the bounty runes.
Okay.
But Roche is right now up. Aegis Cheese for the Victor who claims it. Which is most likely going to be the Dire side, because honestly Crazy doesn't have the greatest Roche lineup either, at all. They have a very good Roche defense, pretty much with the Phoenix and the Centaur Aghanim Scepter effects.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that little courier, trying his best to get to the secret shop. Oh, I think it's going to be too late. They're already Roshing. This is... Yeah, I don't think they can test this.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, that's gonna be an...
the catapult's actually chasing the courier there. He took some damage. Oh, they know. Viper is looking for the courier.
Roshan has fallen to the down.
Well, they've spotted out. If Quinn knows where it is, he can zip it down easily. He's actually done with the Aghanim Scepter on the Storm. Okay, he needs to, he needs to swap his items around because he didn't have enough space to pick everything up.
Look at that courier. He's actually now going for the Dire. That's the longest courier journey I've seen in a while. He's
oh my god.
Going for the...
Yeah, the Storm Spirit's courier actually flew over the the Centaur's courier.
It's gonna be too late. I don't think he's gonna have the Ags for the fight. This could be game losing. I mean, it's already a pretty hard game, but the Ags could change things for sure.
If the courier manages to get there, like it's still... Oh, all those mangoes. No! Oh, MSS! Got him!
I feel so bad. Oh my god.
He flew over the tree and they had the vision of the courier and MSS was ready. That is going to be 2 minutes and 45 seconds without the Aghanim Scepter for CR4ZY. So long. He spent so long trying to get that item to him.
Alright. I mean, still pretty hard for them to breach high ground versus Crazy. They do have pretty tanky Spectre now, almost 3000 HP with 30 armor. But he doesn't care. He already gets the range barracks bottom.
Yeah, no, once
having mana drained.
And they're gonna go for the high ground push. They're not gonna wait for that Silver Edge, which is very close, and that is incredibly scary. Like, he's got the Man-Style, Shadow Blade, BKB, AC, Radiance, almost 10k net worth above Skeeter. Speaking of Skeeter, taking some damage there. Yeah, or did not get the Man-Style dodge that he wanted.
Nice dispel.
And he gets out. But, you know, tier 3 tower, they lost nothing. Who cares? Value for Quincy crew. 20k up.
It's gonna be a pretty slow siege unless they actually find out their pickoff that get a good duel. Right now, I think Phoenix is probably the best target for them to duel because you don't have the Egg still on the center. Still needs about 1 minute 15 until it's done.
This is actually kind of surprising. Like this SVG on the Snapfire, I saw him build the mechanism while he had the Tranquil Boots, and I was like, but don't you normally want to build the Garden Greaves? He decided, I'm gonna build both.
Yeah. Pretty farmed on that Snappy. Level 18. Oh, wait. Okay, he does learn level 3 more Mercus now. And, I mean, this game is looking pretty good for Chaos. It might be hard for them to end, but they have to commit a ton of mistakes for this to ever be out of their grasp.
Yeah, I mean, they really have to throw this one. Like, Yawer has to get caught right now while his entire team is not there, which is actually not, you know, it could happen. Like, they're really close to him, and his entire team is nowhere to be seen.
Abyssal Blade pretty close for the Spectre. I think he needs about 600 gold, maybe even less than that for the Abyssal. But probably saving for buyback for now.
Yeah. And the Wraith King is pretty much done with his Silver Edge. And then he's 6-slotted. I mean, you can always add some extra things like the Agnum Scepter effect, the equipable one. Oh my god, there's another attempt with a courier to go to the secret shop.
I was gonna talk about it now. He wants the Lincolns.
Oh, let's see. Will Brawl be able to succeed where Kazu failed?
Wait, what about the Ags? Okay, there is Ags on the center, so...
Ooh, Outpost picked up. There's gonna be a duel coming out. The Spectre is dueled for a while, but he's not gonna die. MSS is in trouble. They're gonna lose the Wraith King's first life. MSS, they're taking a lot of damage here. Quinn needs to dip out. Yawer actually pops his BKB. He's gonna turn this around. Skeeter, how close is he gonna be to dropping? They're not even gonna need be forced to pop the Supernova. That's a very big fight for Quincy crew.
They were like, oh wait, he's going back to the base. Is he intending on haunting for this? Okay, doesn't look like it.
Yeah, not even a haunt expended for that fight. This was a very... I mean, they're still on the back foot the entire time, but that was a lot better than I initially would have expected. Zip in though. Kazu, Electric Vortex back. Skeeter's gonna say hi, and Kazu's gonna die.
Really good play by Chaos. They don't commit. They're like, okay, we spent the Stampede. Now we can actually engage when the Phoenix is not nearby to Egg. And you have to slowly wear those cooldowns down. I think it's gonna be the first melee, the second melee barracks.
I mean, they're gonna have to force a buyback on Kazu if they want to fight. They need, like, the moment that someone gets dueled, he needs to buy back and Stampede.
Yeah,
that's pretty much his.
Has fallen.
Yeah, I know. So he's kind of useless until he has the Stampede. Ryle? We're straight up walking in onto Quinn, and he's gonna get annihilated. What?
Okay. Oh, that's
Skeeter gets broken. Duel on the back end. Phoenix, make sure Mumian doesn't get the Supernova off. Aoi is gonna get taken out though. Does not have a buyback. Neither does Bryle. Skeeter alone against the world. There's gonna be the center Stampede from Kazu. Will they get the control in to keep Yawer alive? Where is the Supernova? It was not used there. The buyback comes out, and they're gonna attempt to use this Spectre Haunt to get a couple of kills. They will get rid of Quinn. At least SVG. No, there's gonna be a stun from Yawer, holding them off from the chase, and it's looking like they're only gonna be able to get the Storm Spirit out of that fight.
Oh, this is... Yeah, I mean... Crazy, they try their best. The Mumia under Phoenix is being like she's right about saving the Phoenix, the Supernova for the Spectre, but that also costs so many lives, and even with all of those buybacks, they like find one Storm Spirit. This is rough.
Middle tower is under attack.
Mumiander is the only one with a buyback, and well, Aoi and Brawl are just a little bit of gold off.
Yeah, the Dream of the Abyss is dead for now.
It's gonna probably take the next Roshan.
I think so.
Free Ags, maybe? Let's see, who would want... I mean, so many would want the Ags on the dire side. Snapfire should get it, though.
I mean, Wraith King is really impactful, actually, with that Ags. But, you know, Snapfire should get it.
Yeah, of course. 100%. Like, just yeet the Wraith King in that fight.
Unfortunately for Crazy, they didn't farm any tier 4 items just yet. So
yeah,
you're lacking in that report.
Silver edging away. He's got 4. He just bought the Silver Edge. He's got 4.3k in the bag again.
Yeah, that's a pretty strong, thick boy. I mean, he's 6 slotted. He's only lacking a moon shard, pretty much.
Yeah, well, and the equipable lags, but maybe bots, you know, instead of phase. Bots level 2. I mean, what's it now? 43% or something movement speed.
Used to be much better though.
44% movement speed increase. Pretty fast.
Oh, you are Monkas?
What? How does he dodge that 8th remnant? Okay, zip in, and that's gonna be Aoi blown up. And Bryle, does he manage to get away? He has one more astral step. He does manage to get out. They will get a kill going onto the duel onto Skeeter. Oh, the break is there. Phoenix egg. Uh-oh. Yikes! That was pretty much what you could have expected if you dropped the Phoenix egg in the middle of the fight. And that's a dieback on to Skeeter. They're going to go for Kazu to finish the job. And that is going to be the GG called crazy tap out of game number 1. And Quincy crew, hey, we saw a yeet.
I mean, I think what we learned from this draft is be very careful about